Hey, I don't know how to pronounce your name. You have a very interesting sounding name. Madamo, damn, I really don't know. Well, anyway, my name's Andrew. Nice to meet you. This is probably the first time you're hearing my voice. Um, I mean, I might as well just show you how exactly I fixed this problem with the motion vectors, because initially none of them were coming out, or they just weren't rendering properly or whatever. It was really wonky. I finally got them to make them render sort of properly. For some reason, they never show up in the texture viewer thing. I don't know I don't know why the fuck it does that. Um, uh, but you can see, I guess in the thumbnail, you can see that there's some motion vectors here, and it in fact works. It works. It smooths out my animations if I want to slow it down. Obviously, it doesn't look too good right now. I was trying to get, because you can see it smooths everything out a little bit. Um, I've been like fucking trying to figure this out, and the problem was here. Let me just maximize this a little bit and show you. Well, firstly, you have to go into here and type in motion vectors, and you have to get this specific node. If you go for the regular flipbook node, it won't work. Just won't work. I don't know why. So you don't want to use that one if you're rendering out the motion vectors. So you go into here, motion vectors, and then you go into or in the export section, and you don't want these two filled with anything. I have no idea why it has normal R and normal G in this. It's stupid. So you want to set both of these 0. And yeah, from there it should work just fine. And also I guess another thing that you probably want to have in it, I should have mentioned, is in your cache. Not very well. Yeah, there we go. When you bring your thing in and you cache it out, you also want the velocity in it as well. I'm presuming this is because it's a motion vector, so it needs some sort of velocity to read off of. So you want this field to be brought in as well when you're caching your simulation. But from there, it should work fine. I hope this seals the deal. I guess the only problem I have left to solve is the shader aspect of it, because I can't say that I use the most efficient means of shading this thing. I literally just did the motion vector things for each and every aspect of the texture, from the emissive to the color to the normals. Um, basically, I basically used this thing 3 times in a row. And looking at it, it's kind of a bit of a gross optimization, so I'm probably going to have to work on this next. It's like, see, it's very disgusting. It's horrible. It's terrible. I mean, maybe this in some respects could be forgivable, but I don't know. It's like brown. It's like shit, I guess. But yeah, that's how I fixed it. If anyone wants to copy my node graph, well, it's pretty simple. These are texture objects. If you want to convert something to a texture object, you just get a texture sample, left click on it, convert it um, to a texture object. It'll say in here, this little fucking drop down thing. Um, but that is pretty much it. Also, another thing, motion vector intensity needs to be set to 0.001. Otherwise, it'll look terrible. It'll just go all over the place. Anyway, I hope that clears some stuff up. Just an interesting way I solved that problem. It was fun.